I think I think Tammy and I are don't know whether we want to laugh our heads off or cry right now. We had Blair on, and we were walking him through how to set up his beautiful lower third, and we lost Blair. So hopefully he will be joining us. He has a link, and yada yada yada. Otherwise, we're going to try to entertain you until then. And Debbie Forand has agreed to come on, and she's getting ready, and will be here with us in a few minutes. So this is what you call live TV when things are not going right at all.
Exactly.
I'm Arizona Low, and this is Tammy Cook, my lovely co-host.
Hello.
What is your weather like, Tammy? Shall we talk about the
What
weather
our
for a few
weather
minutes?
is rainy, but it's not cold and it's not snowing, so yay.
We have snow. It's coming down in buckets right now.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
maybe that's the problem.
Oh, blame it on me then.
Yes, blame it on you. It's the snow's fault.
We thought we would take a couple of minutes and look at Blair's photos while we're hoping that he gets back on, especially the ones that he shared of his dogs. So Tammy, I'm gonna keep the thing posted on you for a minute, and I'm gonna turn my camera off so I can go out and show those photos.
Awesome.
Okay. So you need to keep talking so everybody can see you.
I'm trying. We're sorry, folks. We're winging this one, but I hated we had technical problems because Blair is an amazing artist. He's been a main influence in my career from the very beginning. He's encouraged me. He's always been there for me, so I was super excited to have him on the show so I can share the world to his talents, and I'm hoping that he can we can get it worked out so he can get on here. But in the meantime, at least we can show his stuff and his artwork. He really is just a true inspiration. I know he's been a photographer for 20, 30 years, basically all of his life. So, and I love his dogs. His passion is his dogs, and he takes a lot of photos of those, and I enjoy seeing them and so forth. So.
And we're actually communicating with Blair here. He says it's saying he can't get on. It just says he's not approved to join.
Really?
And that is very strange since I've sent him several.
And with all shows, since we are live, of course, sometimes things go wrong.
Exactly.
And then it's this.
You'd think having two women together that we would never have that dead space, but it happens.
I know. Folks, let me tell you something. You can always think of something to say until the very moment that you're on live and you got to think of something, and then it's just like you got nothing.
Exactly. Never seen
Y'all know what
anything
I'm
like
talking
it.
about. It's happened to everybody.
Well, while I'm still trying to work out the technical difficulties with Blair, here is an image of his bow dog. Isn't he gorgeous, Tammy?
I don't see it.
You can't see it?
Nope.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Technical difficulties abound. Hold on.
I see your lovely face.
Oh, you're not supposed to be.
Well, no, it's your picture. It's your profile picture.
Oh.
Oh.
He's still having issues. And I don't know what to suggest to help him out with that, short of totally starting this all over again. And I'm not sure that would work. Now, can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there is the picture of his lovely dog. Oh, isn't he just so cute?
He is. And
I
look
just,
how sharp that image is, all the water droplets and everything.
oh yeah, I would love to live by the sea.
Me too. And I was lucky enough to at one point, which was awesome. I'm having to take this off real quick so I can answer Blair.
I see Debbie.
Yay!
Debbie comes to the rescue, folks. That's a friend for you. When you're calling out saying we need 911 help.
Yes.
I was scrambling, let me tell you.
If only we had a picture of that.
I don't know. She says, I'm sitting in the dark with no makeup on.
And I said, perfect.
I'm still trying to get CJ to sleep too, so hopefully.
Oh.
Well, Debbie's been friends with Blair too for a while now because he inspires us all. So we thought it'd be great to bring you on and tell a little bit about him.
Oh, he's a good motivator. He definitely inspires.
What does he do that helps motivate you?
Just his words. He's really good with words. So he's always encouraging.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's I love that picture.
This is Missy Moo.
Man, she's really grown up.
Yes, she has. I mean, they almost look as big as each other. Y'all get to see what Blair says now. Oh, he's going to switch accounts. So we may get him on here yet, guys.
Yeah, so it's the land of the live hangout shows.
Yes.
Where everything that'll go wrong will.
This on top of technical difficulties last week. Oh my gosh. So this is Missy Moo and Bodog playing together.
I'm going to leave that off because it covers my face.
Okay, y'all need to talk for a minute so I can deal with Blair.
Also, Blair, devotes his time also promoting other artists through his Stewart Media website, and where he promotes numerous other artists in and around the country. So that's always a good thing as well.
He does, and he always jumps at that opportunity to push a new artist out there, get them seen, let everybody know they're around, and share their work. He's really good about that.
Oh yeah, he's always the first one to come in and give you praise and share your work and help you out.
I gotta close some stuff down, or I'm gonna end up crashing out on you.
Well, since it looks like we're going to get Blair on here, I'm just waiting on him to give me his other account name, and he said he may reboot his computer. Debbie, have you given any thought to the spring contest challenge?
Spring contest challenge.
It's not a contest, it's a spring challenge. I misspoke. I'm sorry.
The spring challenge, the one where we have to do something different, out of the norm, or
yeah.
I haven't started it yet, though. I've got a couple of ideas, so I haven't started it yet. You haven't posted anything yet, have you?
I posted where I started mine because I'm trying to do some mixed media notebooks because I've never done mixed media work before.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I kind of posted where I took cereal boxes and to start them because everything's going to be 100% recycled except the glue and the paint.
Oh, awesome. Do you really want to know what I'm going to try?
Sure, if you really want to tell us.
I'm not a painter by no means. I can't draw but stick people, but I really want to try that spray paint art, the spray paint on the canvas art.
Oh, wow, that is wickedly
I just
cool.
get my fingers on or whatever, so Yeah, I just have to get started.
Oh my gosh, now that is a cool thing to do.
Yeah, I'm not a painter by no means, so this will be really interesting.
Well, dang, I think that's a fabulous idea. So for people out there watching, they still have time to join in. If they want to try to do something that they normally wouldn't do, challenge yourself to go step out of the box and do something. When is the deadline, Arizona?
The show on it's going to be the 17th.
Okay.
So not next week, but the week after, Tuesday following. And then what we're going to do is pull everybody in who's participated, who's participated and uploaded something, and let them talk about what they, about their project and why it was new and what they learned, if anything, from doing it.
Yeah, it's exciting. I love challenges.
I do too.
Well, I still don't know what I'm going to do. I really I want to try it. Don't laugh at me because I definitely cannot even draw with a stick figure. But I was going to go get some of that number paint.
Favorite number?
And see if I can't make it look pretty. Just to say I did it, man.
Well, it's something new, right?
Hey, that's something different that I would never do in a million years. And I always wanted to paint, and I can't paint, but I figured I sure could follow the lines and the numbers, right?
Yeah, but you're using an incorrect word there, Tammy.
I am?
Can't. Can't never could and won't never will.
Okay, well, that's why I'm doing the number paint. Maybe I can make it look halfway pretty.
I'm sure it'll be gorgeous.
I am too.
Hey, if it's not, I'm going to send it to you and you can spray paint it.
There you go.
I know, we'll do the spray paint demo.
I had to get through that 28 Days of Love challenge before I even considered starting this one.
I couldn't, I mean, I guess I just had too much going on. I could not maintain that 28 days. I think I made it 4 or 5, and it was taking...
It was a tough commitment, but I finally finished today.
I'm so proud of you. Yay.
Yay! I'm
Yeah,
proud of
here
you
I
too.
tagged in it, and I didn't even, and I told, I said I can't, like I got overwhelmed with all this software and color problems, and it just consumed my life for 30 days.
So you want to talk about that? What happened? Because I'm not sure the people know.
Problem?
Yeah.
Well, for you people out there may know this, but this is probably a newbie mistake, or I don't know, whatever. I started using Lightroom. I've always used Photoshop, and when I changed the settings in my camera to RGB. The problem is that when I uploaded to Photoshop, it was on a different setting.
Was it on?
Well, first I had it on Pro Photo, but it was on, and it was changing it completely dark and muted out.
Was that changing it to a CMYK format or an sRGB format?
It was changing it to a CMYK format, but it was doing it in Pro Photo. So the color settings were different. So when I downloaded it, when I put it in there, it was just muting everything out because the color settings were different. Well, I fixed that problem, but the problem, what happened after that, was that I still had an RGB Pro Photo, and when the pictures looked great on the computer, but I go to download it onto Google or any other social media, and it just muted out all my colors.
And how were you able to correct it?
Well, what happens is now other social medias are getting into the act of, adjusting these color settings and formats. So it was a little bit better, but I had to change everything back to sRGB in order for it not to do that. But it took me a month of frustration to figure it out because I didn't realize it was changing it back behind it.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness. I was wondering what was going on.
And I get it worked out, but then what happened was when I was loading back my photo, was changing it back to RGB, and I didn't realize it. Even though I had my settings in Photoshop on sRGB, somehow, somewhere, in the meantime, my monitor got all messed up on my calibration, and I didn't know what I was doing, so I had to go buy a whole new calibration system and start over.
Goodness gracious. What a headache.
And it was a nightmare. I was in total, like, I can't do nothing. I mean, I'm dead to the wall now.
Well, David Patterson has a message for you, Tammy. He says, sorry, Tammy Cook, I can't help laughing at you, sweetie. No, no, no numbers.
David Patterson, I'm not an artist, man. You just wait. I'm going to make that number painting beautiful. You'll be so proud of me. You're going to say, wow, you painted that by number? Maybe I'll make it famous again and bring it back.
That is so funny.
Or he can fix it for me.
Well, he's a fabulous painter.
He is.
And
You know David Patterson, Debbie?
Yes. Just from Google, yes.
Yeah, he's really good work, so. Really good work.
yeah, we're still discussing the potential of him coming on.
Did you get Blair worked out?
I'm working on it.
Okay. So anyways, if you post stuff on other media and your colors go dull, go check your color settings. I'm glad it happened, but that was the biggest pain in my butt of my whole entire life. Poor Arizona had to listen to me for 3 weeks.
Well, I felt so bad because I've never used ProPhoto either. I had never seen, I never have run into a problem as serious as you got yourself into.
You
with color
see what it
management.
looked like.
Oh yeah, it was really bad. And
I
I
know.
felt so bad because I couldn't give you any advice.
Do you use Lightroom, Tammy?
Well, see, that's what happened was I had just started using Lightroom. I always use Photoshop, and I added Lightroom, and that's when I thought it was Lightroom doing it for the first week. And then on top of it, my camera was shooting with a blue tint in the middle of all this mess.
Technology for you.
I know. I'm like, people, I can't do nothing, man. I'm like dead in the water. I didn't post for weeks because I was just I was like a zombie. I didn't know what I was gonna do.
Poor Tammy, I would call her and I'd go, "Are you okay?" And she would go into this whole mess, and I said, "Well, have you tried this? Have you tried this?" And oh no, that ain't gonna work. And oh no, I tried that and that didn't work. And what a mess.
Yeah, so, check your settings. That's my newbie tip. I can tell you all about color settings now.
Okay, but that's the best way to learn is hands-on.
I know, and I got it. Love you, Catherine.
Yay, Catherine says you all look beautiful, and I love that you're all serious photographers. Love that this is a creative show. Thank you, Catherine.
We're in the middle. This is called Winging It Live.
Yes, no doubt.
So, Debbie, what's new with you?
Everything and anything. I spent all last week on that Creative Live Photoshop week. I don't know if you guys heard about that or not.
I did. How'd that go?
It was amazing. It blew my mind, the tips and information I got out of those shows. I even got a few of them for my own. I downloaded a few of them, but it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. I was just blown away. I have notes, like stacks of notes.
What was the number one Photoshop tip that you think?
The selection, the selections, better ways of selecting things in Photoshop, because that's always what I struggled with the most.
She learned how to use a magnetic lasso and the magic wand, and using, let's see, alt key subtracts from and the shift key adds to.
The magic wand, and then how to invert and get rid of the background, and how to do the refined, to refine it a little bit better. What is it called? Refine.
The refined selection. Yeah, it's modify so you can grow it, decrease it.
So just basically how to select better. It was, to me, it was the best tips I got out of it. It was awesome. So I spent and my son's switching schools and everything else on top of it. So it was a crazy class week.
Oh, wow.
And she still managed to do the challenge. Arizona, we have no excuse.
I know. You're talking about the 28-day challenge?
Yes.
But you know, I feel bad on one hand that I didn't make it through, but on the other hand, when she was on the show, I told her I would try, but I gave her no guarantees. I told her I didn't know if I could keep it up.
Right.
It was a challenge, but let me tell you, I've met some amazing people doing that, and I'm all about these challenges now, and I'm seeking them out now to try and find others, to just connect with other people. It just was a great experience.
Well, it's an amazing challenge, and so if you all are out there, look up Karen V. Chen, because she's doing some amazing things, and really is inspiring other people through these challenges and getting people together that you normally wouldn't meet. And it really is it's really a cool, phenomenal thing. So,
have you heard any more? Does she have another challenge coming up for March?
She's got another one coming up. I think she said maybe, I can't remember if she said March or April. Somebody might be able to correct me on that. But it's going to be music based. It's going to be all about music, and she's going to utilize YouTube into the challenge. That ought to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
And then it'll get people used to using YouTube and how to search in YouTube and how YouTube works with Google+. So it's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, that is going to be interesting, definitely, because I always find that fascinating.
I'm pretty sure she's only going to go 15 days, too, because the 28 days was a long time. So
yeah, if I could have said, okay, I'll do it every other day, I may have, been able to keep going. But I knew I was going to end up trying to do 2 and 3 days at a time, like I did that. My last post was 2 days. It just was really too much for me.
Yeah, that definitely was. I couldn't keep up with nothing, so.
Yeah. So David Schiffman has left a mistake. I was late, but I made it. Tammy Cook in Arizona Low. Well, David, we're still having technical difficulties with Blair. I am really sorry.
Hey, David Schiffman, you can do a paint by number. See, I'm going to start a movement. We're going to paint by numbers. And let's see what you got, David Schiffman.
Yeah, he says his mother taught him how to paint by numbers when he was a kid.
See, people they remember that from childhood.
Yes, they do. And Ron's left a message, and coffee didn't help Tammy. So y'all want to explain that one?
I don't know I don't know what that meant.
Maybe it has something to do with the beautiful coffee cup you shared this morning.
It probably was. And on top of everything, I'm so sick right now that I can't really actually even see the screen. So,
Oh no.
I'm hanging in there for dear life. Do I get an A for effort, Ron?
Well, you do for me anyway.
See, it started because I said, I'm ready for my cup of coffee, and let's see what kind of trouble I can get in today.
Ah, that I remember that one, yes. And speaking of coffee.
Yes, cheers. I need a few more cups.
Yeah, although right now I'm pretty well freaking, but we're almost out of time, guys. Can you believe that?
Well, I wish that we could have gotten Blair on. I'm so sorry, and I do apologize for everybody that turned into the show. Go check out StewartMediaServices.com, I believe is his address, Arizona.
Yes, it is.
He really is an amazing person, and I just love him, and I know he's going to be heartbroken we couldn't get this worked out, but you can see all this stuff that we've posted, and I appreciate everybody coming out and supporting us. Sorry. I really appreciate Debbie. Big high five. Wait a minute. Hold on. High five to Debbie for coming to the rescue. That's a friend for you, for sure.
Yeah, it is.
You're so very welcome. You're so welcome. I enjoy it. I love it.
And so
Gotta have my face on first.
you look beautiful. You look beautiful. So appreciate you, Arizona Low, for keeping it together, girl. Big high fives to you.
Well, while we're doing the appreciations and the big high fives, get your little applause meter going there.
I'll applaud myself for even being here.
Yes. When I called her at 7 o'clock this evening and I said, "So, how are you doing?" I could barely understand a word she was trying to say to me. So,
I know. I'm like, so, and high fives to our audience for coming out, and we deeply apologize for all the technical problems, but at least we hope we kept you entertained.
and you learned something about color settings and monitor settings and all.
Yes. Check those settings.
Yes.
So until next week, and I think we have John Bailey coming next week. I will let y'all go. Say bye. I hope you'll stop by Today's Visions, which is the website that is sponsoring the show. And I'm going to say bye. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.